Well, we are leaving Florida today after several beautiful days enjoying the Panhandle and the nice beaches and cute little towns and lots of sunshine. But it is time for us to move on to our next stops and keep moving.
Yeah, we are excited. We are headed west. We are going to northern Texas, back to our home state, and getting to cruise on through there, and then eventually out to Arizona, where we'll be doing one of our bucket list hikes. So that's exciting, and we're looking forward to that and getting to move on out west.
Yeah, so can't wait to share more about that. And then we will be making a few stops along the way as we make our way out there, but we'll have some long travel days and lots of time in the car. Our timeline got a little scrunched up because of our axle trouble, so we're making some tracks, but we are trying to enjoy the views and make our way out west.
Stay tuned, it's going to be exciting.
We are eating our lunch parked on the side of the street in downtown Montgomery, Alabama, so we can see the Capitol. Whenever we visit new states, we like to visit their state capitol building. Really neat seeing the architecture and the pretty grounds and how each one's different. This is Montgomery, Alabama. Unlike most capitals, we've been to the current state house of the House of Representatives and the Senate. It's actually across the street. In most states, it's all in the same building still, but now we're gonna go check that out. It is about 1 a.m., but we finally made it and got set up our spot for the night. A lovely Cracker Barrel. First fuel stop of day 2 at the smallest Love's I had ever seen. I honestly didn't even know that they had gas stations that were not massive truck stops, but we found it. Got us a potty break in and back to hitting the road again. Another capital city lunch view. We are in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, to see the state capitol here. We did also pass by Little Rock, another capital city, on our way, but it was nighttime and we have already seen the Little Rock Capitol, so we did not stop. The Senate is actually in session today, which we don't very often see when we're visiting, so we can't get in. Currently voting. This is the closest that we can get, is this little outside holding area, but that's kind of cool. We can watch live updates. Same thing on the House side, even though they are already done for the day today, but you can't get in to view anything because the galleries have keypads on them. Some capitals even have museums that talk about the history of the state and lots of cool different stuff. This is one of the nicer ones that we've seen. It is a little bit windy today too, not the best for towing an RV down the highway. New sticker acquired. Second fill up of day 2. Stop number 3 of the day at good old Buc-ee's. The wind was so bad on the way here that it actually took our license plate off. We had our trailer tag attached down there on a holder and it's just gone. I think this is the hottest our thermostat has ever been. This is our camp spot in Palo Duro Canyon State Park. And a little bit of a sunset happening, but not too much. It's a nice big spot though, and has This covered picnic area to protect you from the sun. Pretty nice. Even the bathroom is pretty. You know, look at that view. The weather took a bit of a turn from yesterday. Still extremely windy, but 46 degrees now instead of the 100 degrees that we were experiencing yesterday. But we are out here exploring Palo Duro Canyon State Park, and we'll take you along with us.
Well, we are hiking to the Lighthouse Trail in the Palo Duro State Park, and ChatGPT failed us, told us it was only half a mile to see it. But what it got confused was there's a little lighthouse that's a miniature one that's only like probably, I don't know, 3/10 of a mile in that we were able to see. But then to actually see the real lighthouse, if you want to get to the base of it, you have to hike in 3 miles. But just to be able to see it, you go in about a mile.
So it's actually 1.4 miles to the first lookout that you get of the iconic lighthouse. It's just over here. You can see it off in the distance.
We've been driving through Texas around the Amarillo area, and we got to see the Cadillac Ranch. That was neat to stop by and see the different cars there stacked in the ground and the spray paint and whatnot.
Super random.
Yeah, very random. But the weather's been really interesting. We had it really hot coming into Texas at like 100 degrees, and then this morning we wake up and it's like 41 degrees, so it's very different. But we are cruising along now on I-40, and the winds have been really high too. We've had 40-plus-mile-an-hour wind gust and shaking and moving the camper as we've been driving, so we've kind of been taking it slow on the last couple of days, but everything's going smoothly. We're just cruising along, taking some scenic stops every once in a while and seeing what we can see and enjoying the nice weather.
Not enjoying the bumpy roads though. If you noticed us bouncing along, some of these roads have been rough, but not fun coupled with the high winds. But we're keeping on.
Yeah, we'll be staying probably overnight in New Mexico tonight, and then rolling on through and going to be in Flagstaff, Arizona area before too long. So it'll be good. Talk to you soon.
First fuel stop of day 3 and a potty break for Miss Harper. Thankfully the wind has calmed down some. A quick Walmart run, and it is so nice to be able to put our groceries away directly in our fridge while in the parking lot. Super convenient. First fuel stop of day 4. Lunch on day 4 on the side of the street in Winslow, Arizona. Fuel stop number 2 of day 4. It's just getting more and more expensive. Starting to see some mountains against all the desert plain and wide open land. We finally made it to Arizona after 4 very long days of driving all the way from Florida, but hopefully it'll be all worth it as we have a few days here in Flagstaff before we embark on a bucket list hike that we are super excited about.
Looking forward to it. Might be challenging and more challenging than we think, but we'll see, I guess.
Considering we hardly trained for it, but we're gonna take it in stride. This is a national forest site and a huge open area. Even got a little mountain view over there. So glad to be back in the land of ample and free dispersed camping. The road in here was gravel and not bad at all. We have a fire pit and we even have a little birdhouse, so maybe we'll have some neighbors.
We were out walking Harper this morning. We got to see that we had a visitor come by last night. So I was walking and I was looking and I saw these tracks here. And so maybe we had an elk come by. They look way bigger than deer back home in the east, but they look pretty similar in how the foot pattern is.
We are finally on our way to do our bucket list hike that we have been rushing across the country to get to Arizona in time for, and we are so excited.
Yeah, with the camper issues with the axles and that whole problem we had with all that, we are lucky that we were able to stay on our timeline, but it definitely made things a lot more fast-paced, and we're excited to finally be here and be able to get on with the thing.
We are so excited. This has been a bucket list trip for a while, pretty much ever since we have seen about it, because it's just so gorgeous. So we can't wait to share more about it.